Victoria's capital, Melbourne, is a fantastic place to visit. The rapidly expanding city boasts a great climate, an advanced infrastructure, and a ton of sights that are worth seeing. One of Australia's top tourist destinations, Melbourne welcomes millions of tourists each year. Melbourne not only has a large number of attractions, but also a large number of locations that are worthwhile seeing. Less than an hour of driving can get you to a lot of Melbourne's attractions. Melbourne, which has a population of about 5 million, is a city that is rapidly expanding. Melbourne is regarded as the most livable city in the world due to its favorable climate, excellent infrastructure, political stability, educational system, level of economic development, and availability of healthcare. The city is one of the most well-liked tourist destinations in the nation thanks to the influx of millions of tourists from Australia and other nations every year. Let's see best places to visit in Melbourne. Number 1. Federation Square. Federation Square, sometimes known as Fed Square, is the sole designated town square in Melbourne and is situated at the busiest crossroads in the city. 101 years after Australia's federation from Britain, it was inaugurated in 2002. Federation Square was one of Melbourne's most contentious construction projects at the time it was built. Many criticized it, saying that because of its army camouflage colors, it resembled a war-torn area. Fed Square, however, is today a crucial component of the character of the city. The Ian Potter Centre, the world's first significant gallery devoted solely to Australian art, is located inside. The Australian Centre for the Moving Image, a museum that records film and television throughout Australia's history, is another option. Number 2. St Kilda Beach. Melbourne may not be the first destination that springs to mind when thinking of Australian beaches, but we do have St Kilda, a beachfront district about 6 kilometers from the city centre. A eating area, seashore bars, a theme park, and cute fairy penguins may all be found here. Luna Park, a vintage amusement park built in 1912, is located not far from Auckland St. The amusement park Luna Park, which is modeled after Coney Island in New York, is packed with thrills, including a roller coaster that circles the entire area. You can find the viewing platform for the fairy penguins by going to the beach and then onto the pier. You may observe these cute creatures returning from a day of fishing at dusk as they waddle up to their nests in the rocks. Number 3. Flinders Street Railway Station. Melbourne's main train station, and a symbol of its culture and history, is Flinders Street Station. Australia's oldest and busiest railway station was built in 1910 and decorated in the classic Art Nouveau style. Over 90,000 people use the Flinders Street Station each day, which used to be the busiest station in the world. Many more tourists visit to see the station's stunning exterior and recognizable green copper dome. The clocks and the steps at its renowned arched entrance are this building's most well-known features. The large stairway that sits under them and the row of clocks over the door, which display the departure times for each train line, have long been a favorite gathering place and a symbol of Melbourne. Number 4. Yarra Valley. The higher districts surrounding the Yarra River in Victoria are known as the Yarra Valley, which is a popular tourist destination in Australia and is home to more than 50 wineries and microbreweries. You can enjoy delectable cuisine produced with fresh agricultural produce and sip premium Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and sparkling wine while admiring the picturesque ranges. You can travel to some of the towns in the valley, such as Coldstream, Yarra Glen, Healesville, and Warburton. The valley, which is only 1 hour's drive from Melbourne, was formerly home to the Wurundjeri people but is now a premier wine and wildlife viewing location. The valley is home to top-notch wine and cuisine in addition to vibrant gardens and a deep forest where visitors may see a variety of animals, including kangaroos, wombats, lyrebirds, and koala bears. You can also take in the beauty and tranquility of waterfalls to create new memories during your journey. Number 5. Brighton Beach. Brighton, a green beachside area 11 kilometers south-east of Melbourne's core business district, is where Brighton Beach can be found. One of Melbourne's wealthiest neighborhoods, Brighton is home to some of the most expensive single-family homes. 4 miles of the stunning coastline's beach provide access to some of the area's most exciting attractions. On Brighton Beach, swimming, tanning, kitesurfing, and paragliding are all well-liked pastimes. Throughout the summer, thousands of visitors flock to this spotless beach because the calm water is perfect for swimming. One of the most well-known attractions along Brighton Beach is the Brighton bathing boxes, which are situated along Denny Street Beach. They are among the city's most colorful and frequently photographed sites in Melbourne. Number 6. SOUTHBANK. Along the Yarra River's banks is where you will find the SOUTHBANK Melbourne Pedestrian Mall. The community was able to grow and refurbish due to a decline in the Australian economy in the early 1990s. Originally intended to increase tourism and establish a recreational space in the center of the city, SOUTHBANK is today one of Melbourne's most well-liked tourist sites. It was one of the most sought-after locations in the city because of the lovely surroundings and handy riverfront location. Today, it is one of Melbourne's most well-known neighborhoods, home to important businesses, skyscrapers, and tourist destinations including the National Gallery, Eureka, and others. The breathtaking backdrop of skyscrapers and opulent structures by the river's edge mesmerizes visitors. A Hollywood movie set may easily be mistaken for the urban neighborhood's busy streets, flashing lights, hurrying pedestrians, and cool wind close to the river. Number 7. Queen Victoria Market. The Queen Victoria Market has been a part of Melbourne culture for more than 140 years. The Vic Market, as it is known locally, is spread across 2 city blocks and has hundreds of shops. These include the fruit and vegetable section, delicatessen, meat and fish section, and specialized stores. It's fun to just roam about in such a busy setting. Grab a snack from the deli, choose the gosling and a coffee from Market Lane Coffee, as per our recommendation. You can sample the goods from numerous shops by taking one of the market culinary excursions offered by the Vic Market. Number 8. Yarra River Cruise. The Yarra River served as the foundation for Melbourne's construction. When the city's founders arrived, the river offered fresh water for the fledgling community. Eventually, factories were constructed along the river's edge and they discharged trash into the water, rendering it unfit for human consumption. You cannot drink from the Yarra River, but you may cruise it, according to the advice of our attorneys. Take a riverboat through the inner suburbs of the city. You have 2 options for directions, east or west, towards the Port District, through the leafy suburbs. The Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, Como House, Burrangmar Park, the Royal Botanic Gardens, and the opulent Tourirst Mansions may all be found on the way east, which is advised. Number 9. St. Patrick's Cathedral. The first Christian service in Melbourne was held there 1835, right where St. Paul's Cathedral now stands. Up until the construction of St. Paul's Cathedral in 1891, the block was utilized as a maize market. Since then, it has played a key role in defining Melbourne. Everyone is welcome to enter St. Paul's, and its convenient location makes it simple to get there and take in the architecture. Although admission is free, there's a modest fee to snap photos. St. Michael's and St. Patrick's churches in Melbourne are also noteworthy. Number 10. Royal Botanical Gardens, Melbourne. Melbourne's development was based on the Yarra River, which provided the city's founders with access to fresh water upon their arrival. Over time, companies were built next to the river, and they dumped waste into the water, making it unfit for human consumption. Our lawyers advise you not to drink from the Yarra River, but you are permitted to sail it. Take a riverboat through the city's inner suburbs. East or west in the direction of the Port District are your 2 alternatives for direction through the leafy suburbs. On the route east, it is advisable to stop at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, Como House, Burrangmar Park, the Royal Botanic Gardens, and the lavish Tourirst Mansions.